Well, good morning, good morning. This is Susan, Garden Interests, and I'm just going to go for a little walk in the garden, and I'm hoping I'll be able to see some blooms. Now, guys, it has been quite a week. I have been so out of it this week, and it has been nothing but drought spell. And unfortunately, we did not have the attention in the garden like we would normally do. So we don't know what we're going to find, okay? So I'm taking you on this walk with me so that we can actually have a look at what's going on in the garden. I'm hoping we find some blooms, some orchid blooms. I saw some from my bedroom window looking out into my courtyard in the Catalina area. And so I'm anxious to go and see what else might be in bloom and share that with you guys. So we're just going to walk around just briefly, see what's going on. We're going to have to give these plants a good drench, a good drink of water at some point in time today. Yesterday looked like it was going to rain. So we were like, should we not? And it didn't rain. So a friend of mine, she's like, "Oh, it rained," and it was a different part of the island. And I'm like, "Well, we didn't get any here." And she's like, "I'm gonna send you some." So, Gemma, if you're watching this video, if that was sweet of you, I really appreciated that. Unfortunately, your wish for us didn't happen. But let's just go outside and let's see what's happening. I'm gonna turn it around. The phals are still blooming on the back porch here, and they're still looking great. So I'll just show you those right before we step out of the back porch into the garden. So here they are, still looking gorgeous, guys. Still looking fabulous. And as you know, I just have them displayed here because I want to enjoy them on the back porch for now. And then I have a little project I want to do. I have two of these miniature ones, and I have two of the regular size phals that I want to do on a bamboo type log. And I want to do like a display. So hopefully that will work out the way I would like it to work out. So here we are. It's very sunny, as you can see. Beautiful day, actually. Really beautiful day. It's a little bit of breeze. I'm already doing a scope and I can see some dry stuff. So I had to pause the video there for a little bit because it's almost as if every time I decide to come out and share the garden with you guys, it's like the planes just want to fly over. I guess they want to be a part of the background sound. Just a joke for the day. All right, so here we are. Oh yeah, I can see this needs some water. Yep, that needs some water for sure. So we're definitely gonna have to come out here. And things are just so dry. I can't believe how much of a drought we're having this time of the year, guys. Normally we would get some good rain, but it's not happening. I mean, things are so dry. Oh my gosh. I'm embarrassed to show you guys how things are looking so dry. Oh no, I mean, here we got some blooms. These are dying now. These are on their way out. They were so beautiful before. And then we have this one. This one. You can see this one is on its way out as well, guys. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of dry stuff. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come out here and water big time. Look at this. It's getting ready to open. It's such a beautiful flower and it opens. The plant is not the very best looking plant because it's full of prickles, but it's a nice, beautiful orange bloom when it's blooming. Yeah. I'm just scoping out the place to see if we find some blooms. This one is actually blooming nicely. That, you see, it's quite of a drought. Things are just dry, and I'm gonna have to come and really do some work in here next weekend. I'm not gonna be able to get to it today. I just wanted to share with you how gorgeous this looks. There's nothing going on in the back there, no blooms at all. This is looking nice too, guys. It's even drying, some dry areas right there. Yeah, definitely need some watering. And this, believe it or not, guys, this garden may seem like it doesn't take long, but it's long. Me and my husband, we can be in this garden a good 2 to 3 hours watering. You know, between watering all of the flowers, the plants, I should say, all of the plants that bloom flowers, and all of the fruit trees. It can take us that long, you know, just giving it the right amount of drink and amount of attention that it needs. It takes us quite a while. I'm gonna come back and go to the side garden there, but I just kind of want to see what's blooming in the courtyard. Listen to the birds. I hope you could hear, you heard that. That's a nightingale. I can tell by the sound of her singing. Yeah, the orchids are definitely wanting a good drink. Everything looks really bad, guys. I don't know how it looks on the camera for you, but for me, it really needs a good drink out here. It's really bad. Let's go in this section first, the courtyard, and see. I'm just taking you for a walk with me to see what's blooming. Oh, we got these that are blooming. Very nice. These are still in bloom, guys. We mounted 2 more dens on here, this one and this one. And of course the heat, you can tell the heat has gotten to this one. But this one is not too bad, not too bad at all. So hopefully when I come home, we come a little later, or perhaps after I'm done showing you what's in bloom, I'll come and try and water everything here, give it a drink so it can get through the day without suffering so much more. Oh my God, beautiful. Look at these guys. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous. And these are a good size. I mean, that's my hand there. It's a good size. Love it. Isn't that gorgeous? The orange with the fuchsia pink lips. Beautiful. I have the name. I don't know if I can see it too well. It's upside down, guys. I'm sorry about that, but that's the name there. I don't want to touch the tag because I'm sure it's on its way of being crystallized. That's what happens with the tags. Hence why I don't have most of them, and I really can't keep up with tagging them all. Let me show you this one as well. This is a really pretty one too. It has more of a peach lip with orange. We have this one. So guys, when I went to the show years back, this had a different name than this one. And so I ended up with the same orchid. But I don't mind because it's really a pretty one. It's a really, really pretty orchid. Well, let's see. I'm just trying to scope out if we have any more blooms. This one is nice. Isn't it? It's all, that's the, in our last video, I think I did this, or the video before, and this was the first one that was in bloom. And then this was the other one. This is the mother one. And then that was off the Kiki. And then this one is just putting out a few little blooms right there. Nothing else so far on these. Yep, I don't see anything happening here. Well, let's go more down to the front of the courtyard and see what's happening. This one, guys, used to give me a show years ago. And I think I was telling my husband, we were talking about it when we were looking at it, he was saying, because it's so overgrown down there, I think it's time for me to repot this. But I'm so afraid to touch this. But then I'm like, it needs attention, and I'm sort of here nor there with it. So I'll have to give it some more thought, guys. Some more thought, because if I take this out of here, it would go into a much bigger pot, and then of course I probably wouldn't be able to display it here like this. I would have to take this and everything off of here and just put one big massive pot here with this in it. So those are some of the challenges I face when I'm dealing with my orchids. And I'm sure those of you that collect orchids or have a few and you've had them for quite some time, for many years, you will find that this happens with you as well. And that's just a part of being an orchid collector, right? Is taking care of your orchids and displaying them nicely in your garden so that you can enjoy them. But yeah, guys, there's really nothing much going on in the Catalea area. There's this one right here. It's blooming a little right there. And of course, got spikes. Still not ready to give you a big show, but it's getting there, guys. It's getting there. At the end of this video, I'll try and post a picture of how this was years ago. I've since then divided this one. This was the mother one. I've since then divided it and created another one over here. And this one's spiking as well, guys. And so what has happened is that this has gotten big again. Pretty much the same size it was before. This grows really fast. But it's a beautiful, beautiful specimen. And so that's why I have it as I enter my courtyard. And if you notice, I just balanced it so that it's such a beautiful sight to see when you're out here and enjoying the garden. So that's that. I don't want to spin you around too fast, get you dizzy. I don't think it's much happening out here in the front yard. It's a lot, very dry, very, very dry, guys. I'm considering, I was, chit-chatting with my husband a little bit, and I was saying, maybe I should consider the redoing of the centerpiece there, that right there, because every time I plant that up, and if I don't attend to it like constantly, because it's not a deep pot, the soil tends to dry out really quick, and then we have an issue where we're constantly having to water that particular area. And so I'm thinking, you know what, I may just consider doing a cacti or cactus garden in that, and just let it be. Put something that is quite nice in there, similar to what we did in the back garden, backyard area, and just let it enjoy, because it's in the direct sun, and so I think it would do really well right there. So if you guys think it's a great idea, let me know. If you have any other ideas, of course, share. Really would appreciate that. But that's kind of where we are, as well as this one. This one does the very same thing, even though the pot, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. Even though the pot is deeper, we have the same sort of challenge right there. So I'm thinking those two, I may just do something different, put more drought tolerant type plants in there, that will last even when we're going through a drought spell, so I don't have to water it too much. And I think that would help with that. Guys, I'm embarrassed. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna have to just cut this away really hard. And this is a goner. I know that's goner. I have some cactus I need to deal with. I just been so behind on things, and like I said, you know, it's the good, the bad, the ugly. Sometimes, you know, with life, sometimes we just don't get around to dealing with everything, and so things get you, you know, caught up with you. Look at this beautiful desert rose. Things that, you know, get caught up with you with life, and as you all may have remembered, just a few weeks ago I was down with COVID one whole week, and then of course the next week I was still trying to recover from it all. I just felt like my whole body was just completely drained, and and so it's just been, I feel like I've been just trying to get caught back up with everything. And my hubby, he's been really doing his best as well. So you can imagine when I'm not well, you know, it takes a toll on him. And if you guys are a couple, or you have a spouse and you love each other dearly, when one is sick, it does take a lot out of your spouse as well, because they're right there with you, you know, through thick and thin, and that's just how we are. So, you know, we will get back on track. We will, and things will pick back up. Don't worry, rest assured. This is where we love to be, in the garden. So we will get back on top of things. Once we get placed nice and wet and watered again, all the plants will start to smile. These are now dying off, guys. I showed these in the last video. They're dying off now, so we'll see new stuff start to come out after we water, and they get a little boost. We still see some valves opening up and blooming. That one in the back there is on its way out. We have this one that's not opening yet. Let's see what else might be new and in bloom. Right there. We got this one on the tree. This is actually a Cattleya, guys. I thought I would experiment with it on the tree, and I love it. It's looking really great. I love it. It's the same one like what's out front that's in those really big pots I was just showing and talking about that we had split it. I just decided to put a piece on here and it looks great. Looks great. Let's see if there's any blooms more on here. Not yet. But we've got all the buds. Got all the buds. We still got the white one in bloom. And all the spikes are happening. Yep. Let's see. Let's see my yellow bird. She's right here, needing a good drinking as well. You can see that. Yep, I can tell by the leaf. She needs a good drink. And we've got these that are now opening. These are already there. We got more that's soon opening. So this one is starting to show me some blooms. Really nothing. Oh yes, my anise mom. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in forever. I haven't seen this one bloom in forever. My anise mom. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? That is beautiful. Normally they put out a whole lot more, but I don't see much more happening here. And that's coming from that one right there. It's just that it's running all the way down here. Just hugging each other. I don't see anything else happening with the other pieces. It looks like this, guys, and then it just puts out, you know, it looks like it's got little fresh leaves down there. These are other ones, but like I said, it's been so long. They have been really mean to me. They don't want to bloom. But I'll keep loving them. I'll keep loving them. Just like that, I'll get those pleasant surprises. This is looking great too, guys. At the top here. These have grown so much. This is sort of the theme I'm thinking. Something cacti like this, you know, in those platters out in the front yard. Something like this that can handle the sun, and it's less maintenance for me, and I won't have to worry about it as much. Of course, keep maintaining it, but I wouldn't have to worry about it as much, and it will stay beautiful. So sometimes we have to redo things, readjust, just to, you know, make it work, make things work in our favor. So, just showing you guys, it's a beautiful day though. Loving the breeze, loving the birds, the blooms. Look at the spike here. And this one is a gorgeous dendrobium. It's a tag there, but let me see if I can get around to it to show you guys. No, it's just saying dendrobium because I didn't have the name of it. That's right. That's one of those that purchase and they just don't have the name tag on it. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Look at my hand next to it. My hand is there and they are so big. I love this. Love, love, love. My husband loves these. He says these are one of his favorites. And this. And this is another favorite of mine. This one right here. I just think it's so pretty. I love the way in which it gives off that blue-green hint. So if you look at it next to the green, it has that bluish green hint. And then we have this one here poking up in between. It's really nice. I love it. I love it. I hardly ever see this one at our nurseries, but I am so inclined to let this keep growing and getting some pups off of this and using it in different parts of the garden. And if I do find more in my nursery, I'm definitely bringing some more home. Our palms are looking beautiful. I don't see much blooms happening in this area with the dens, but I can show you again. This is another one that's similar to what I already showed you. Very fine, tiny blooms. Let's see if there's any on the back end, because sometimes we have some overhangs. Look at this one. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. It's like every time I walk in the garden, it's you feel like, oh, I'm seeing this for the first time, but it's indeed not the first time. It's just a wow factor each time, you know. And so it gives us a joy when we come in the garden, walk around and see. So my husband was just saying something, distracted me there, but we got the pomegranates on the tree, tons and tons of pomegranate. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, we got some fruits. Getting ready to be picked. We got some pineapples, guys. Pineapples, look at them. Got some pineapples coming out. Yep. We got some mangoes. You see the little mango there. Got quite a few blossom on here, but I'm not sure if this is the East Indian. I'm not sure if it's gonna hold too much. I'm hoping, because they're so good, guys. You Caribbean people know what I'm talking about. And those of you that are in different parts of the world and have this mango tree or mango in your garden or have had it before knows what I'm talking about. Let me tell you, delicious. Oh my. Looks like we're in trouble right here. I'm gonna have to pick that up. But here we have mangoes. These are Julie. They're young, but they're holding. I'm gonna have quite a few off of this one. This is the Julie mango tree. If you hear funny sounds in the background, that's my husband. He's probably playing game or something, sitting down and relaxing. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to, just bear with me here. I'm just gonna tidy this up just slightly so that it doesn't, we have to throw all of these things away. This is something that we wanted to come and sort out because it's not working. Those are dragon fruits and they look horrible, guys. We've been meaning to sort this out, but we wanted to get rid of this. This was a cross that we had created for the backdrop of my daughter's wedding about 7 years ago, and we just decided to utilize it in the garden, but not too fond of it anymore. So I'm gonna change that. Got our pineapples in here. This is Namduk, and she's putting out a lot of her new leaves. She's loving it. She's loving it. We've got our fig tree. Our fig tree right there. That one right there is our fig tree. It's looking great. We've got our custard apple. This is our lime, or like a bear's lime. Again, water. You can tell that needs water big time. We've got our other, this one is a Myers lemon, and that one is a variegated lime that we passed. That's a variegated lime, and it's supposed, we've never had it, any fruits off of it yet. We're looking forward to it soon because it's a good size. We're hoping it will give us something soon, but it's like a pink. When you cut the lime, it's pink on the inside. Never had it before, but we were fascinated by it and thought we would try it in our garden. And this one is a mandarin. That's a mandarin. And planted these berry tree for my daughter. She has her own property, and it was small. We kept nursing it, and we just transplanted it into this huge pot for her. So whenever she's ready to plant it, it's already mature, so it's ready now for her to put it in the ground. She's not ready, so we're just working with it until she's able to receive it in her garden space. All right, so guys, do you see the ladder? We have been picking some these berries. So my husband's probably waiting on me to go up there and see if we can test these bad boys. I call them bad boys because they are so difficult to know when they're ready to be picked. But we've gotten lucky lately, so we're feeling a little more confident. In our pickings. They are quite different from the typical berries in terms of determining when they're fit. So that's been our challenge, but we're getting a hang of it. Yeah. So, which is great. We have another custard apple here, or breadfruit tree. We trimmed the top out because it was getting too tall, and so it's widening and spreading out more on a wide scale, which is what we want, so we are able to reach the fruits a lot easier. And these are our June plums. This is a miniature tree. Believe it or not, this is the biggest it's ever been. And it reaches me to my waistline. So I'm not tall. I'm short. I'm only like 5'2", so there you go. This one is a sweet sop. And we have one right here that's on it, but it's small. It's nowhere near ready. And this is how they come out, just like that. They come out with a little flowering, and then they put the fruit, and then all that stuff drop off, and it creates the fruit, for those of you that aren't familiar with it. Okay, so my husband, I forgot to show that to you guys. Maybe at the end I'll show you what we picked, but we picked bananas off, and my husband cut back the stump. I'm hoping you see that well because it's very bright out here, and I'm just going by the whim of things sometimes, showing you guys. And it's in our kitchen, on our kitchen counter, all ready to give out to family or friends and keep some for ourselves. That's of course if my husband wants to share, because he loves his he loves his vanilla bananas and he loves his apple bananas. But we always share, no matter what, we share. But if you follow his mind, he would keep them all for himself. He just loves them so much. I'm telling stories on you, honey. I got you on the camera. Yeah. Oh, so he's showing me. Oh, the miracle fruit. Oh my. Yes, I need to take them there. This is a miracle fruit, guys, and it's really, really sweet. And so what we tend to do with a friend that come over or someone that doesn't know about it, and I'm educating you about it. As small as this fruit is, those of you that don't know it, they say it's great for people with that is diabetic, and it's a good sweet intake for them. It's very natural, so it's great to it's also great to have in your garden. I'm going to show you the tree of it in a sec, and if you take a lime or something that's sour, and you actually put this in your mouth first, just this one, as small as this is, and you suck on that lime or something that's sour, it makes it sweet, really sweet, and it stays sweet in your mouth. Like the sweetness in your mouth stays in your mouth for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you can taste anything normal again. So it's an amazing fruit to have, guys. It's probably other nutrients, but I encourage you to Google it, that we may not know about. Let me just take you there really quick and then come back to where we were. But my husband was excited to show me that it had some, I guess it has some fruits on it, and maybe just had that fruit on it at the time. Well, let me take you in here and show you. So this is the fruit tree here. So if you see, there they are on the tree. And we keep this one here in this courtyard that's their seating area. And we keep it into this big pot. But she's got quite a few on her. She's got quite a few on her. So I'm gonna enjoy this one. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My husband is like killing me here. Let me turn the camera around, guys. He's now brought me a lime so you guys can see me doing this. 1 second. Okay, so I already sucked it off. This is how it looks, the seed. I can actually suck more of it, but anyway, that's that one. Let me pick another one so you guys, and my mouth will probably be sweet for another for 20 minutes at least. I'm gonna pick another one. Here it is. So good. Really sweet, guys. I'm not joking. Really, really sweet. I mean, this is like even better than having a candy. Trust me when I tell you. Really good. And see it again. And then I just take, this is the lime. It's a lime. And I'm gonna eat it just like an orange. So sweet. It tastes like an orange, guys. I'm not kidding. So good. As I'm eating it. Yes, guys, this is good. See, you can tell. I'm eating this like it's. I wish I could send this to you guys. You guys can eat this with me. But those of you that know it know what I'm talking about. This is so good. So I encourage you, if you don't have one of those fruit trees, miracle fruit trees, I encourage you to get one of those for your garden. So good. Yeah. So he went in, my husband went in the kitchen, brought me this just so I could demonstrate this to you guys. Isn't he special? He's such a lovely husband. And I just wanted to share with you guys how great it is. I don't want to stop eating this. It's so good. So good. But anyway, let's get back to the tour. I don't want to bore you too much with this one. Okay, so let me turn this around, guys. All right, guys, so this is pretty much it for this section, and we'll have to do the other side another time. Don't want to make this video too long. It's not too many things in bloom, and so I'm going to show you. This is what my husband managed to pick off the Neesberry tree. Oh, this one feels like it's almost ripening. It's nice. This one's hard. And then there's some more. Look at those fruits. Oh. All right. All right, guys. Plane flying over again. There it is. It's in the sky somewhere. So, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for always being patient with me, taking these wonderful walks in the garden, and just bringing you up to date. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now because we got to water these plants and enjoy the rest of the day for today. We've got another work week ahead of us, so goodbye for now. Take care, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and keep in touch, guys. Keep well, be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.